Sorry. Hold on. If I go back down, hold on. Hold on. Don't keep saying come on. I said hold on. Fuck. Stop. I don't want to. Come on. I'll take a little minute. Take the trash out. Yeah. You ready? You ready, bro?
To one frequency.
You at home trying to figure out why you don't fit in with nobody. You come.
girl could ever have. Listen, masculine presenting women. I'm the best thing a girl could. But everybody know I love Sanaya. But everybody know I love Sanaya. But everybody know I love Sanaya. I'm the best thing a girl could ever have after me. Answer me this question. On myself, I'm tired of the people in the LGBT community talking. You know, that's why he's so scared. Okay. So these are all scared. These are all videos. Can we get back? Real speak. Let's just be real. Just be honest. If it walk, I'm just wondering if people. Do you understand the word? All that's been dropped. All has already been dropped. So I guess I might as well delete these. So what? Y'all want these resources so bad right now. Y'all want them so bad. And we what's up, TikTok? You better count your days. I cannot wait. You're toxic. You're crazy. Laura. You're toxic. Being like this. What's up? Baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 baby. Got me singing. What's up? How you doing? I love it when I hear your name. Oh, it was going way better in my head. That shit was slapping in my head.
In the bed like this.
That's what's up. That's good. What you doing up so late?
You at home trying to figure out why you don't fit in with nobody. You consecrated. At home talking about I wish I could go.
What y'all did last night?
Consecrated. At home trying to figure out why.
That's what's up. I didn't make it. Y'all didn't tell me.
Whenever you're consecrated, he sets you apart.
Where was I yesterday?
To be set apart means you're not for everybody's use.
I was bored. I was looking for something to do yesterday.
Codes. I don't see the point in getting a juicer anymore.
What y'all did?
This person is going to be put in jail
12
for frauding your phone.
Oh, yeah. I knew about that. Yeah, y'all didn't act the fool. That's because, listen, can I say something? I don't know if you noticed this, but about before we all start talking about this consciousness and all this shit everybody we on now, everybody's nervous system was in a system of unstable. Everybody was stressed out. Everybody was like on edge. Everybody was frustrated. And now people is like more. Now you're getting to see the reality of this shit of when it's of everybody being cool. Everything is cool. People cool as fuck right now. You were scared, but it was cool, huh? It's good vibes in the universe right now. It's good vibes in the universe right now. I'm glad you had a good show. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, though. As I'm talking to myself now. Oh, okay. Okay, that was good. You shouldn't be going. I was about to say, you went. You went. My son didn't even go. That's good. And your grandkids got to go and didn't have to experience no traumatic ass shit. Just had a good time. He was trying to think of something, huh? He was just trying to think of something, huh? Yeah. Yeah, if you know, I don't know if you noticed right now, but the world was in a state of destabilization about a little over a month ago. Now, since everybody them tapped into their consciousness, it ain't like took away that whole feeling completely, but everybody a little bit less on edge, a little less on 10, a little less tense, a little more relaxed, a little less worried. Motherfuckers just like, shit, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So everybody just in a better state, which is just evidence and confirmation that that's the way we need to be moving as a society to consciousness, because it's obviously bringing so much benefits to us without us having to actually do nothing too much for it. But yeah, that's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. I like when people come back and tell me stuff like that, because that just helps me paint a picture of what's going on right now, a perspective of what's going on right now. Yeah. Well, for me, so I'm in a different state than other people. I'm just watching everything, observing everything, and trying to pay attention to the changes so that I need to have validation and confirmation that I'm seeing what I feel like I think I need to see happening, so that I know that we are progressing towards the right. I know we're going in the right way, and I see the outcome of it in reality. And that's what we should be seeing. That's what we should be checking for and looking for. You know, the input and the output. The input is the consciousness. The output is seeing that how it benefits and positively affects reality quickly. We've been trying to do things to change reality for the longest. And they come and they're trending. And that's what I think. A lot of people think this consciousness is just going to be something that's trending. But I don't think it's going to be a trend. I'm actually certain that it's not going to be a trend, because once people find something that alleviates the brokenness, then why would I go back to the brokenness when I found something that takes away the brokenness? Even though I don't know everything about this new thing, I'm just gonna anchor in what I do know, and what I do right now is stabilizing me, stabilizing my nervous system. It's giving me peace. It's making me feel in control, and and so forth. I don't want to talk about that. Do I re-straighten my hair? I can re-straighten it. I need to probably. It's crunchy right now. I'm gonna probably comb it. I got a comber straightener. Look, but I ain't. I'm gonna use this. It's gonna comb this part down here back out, and then I be flat iron. I think I flat ironed it once or twice, but my flat iron's broke. So, and then I don't be really doing it. I just do one little. But my hair's. I got a good grade of hair. I've been training my hair for a lot of years, so I've been training my hair a long time to get like this. And you see, I wear it like this because I used to wear it like this. This is how I used to wear my hair before I started. I wore it like this. Well, if you see my picture of me when I was 17, when I'm holding my baby, my hair just like this, but it's like way fuller and way longer. It's like way down here. And I'm holding my baby. I'll show you. I would show y'all the picture, but I'm lazy right now. Stud woman vibes. Exact, something like that. Something like that. What? Listen, I hate the way that y'all try to make everything gender specific, right? Because all the rock stars got long hair. So why is it because I'm a female and I wear my hair long, y'all start making this feminine? So when dudes wear their hair long, do y'all consider them feminine dudes? I'm just trying to figure out, because Snoop Dogg got a perm. Snoop Dogg got long hair, last time I checked. Snoop Dogg be wearing his hair like this sometime too, last time I checked. I brought up Cat Williams the last time. I could probably bring up a whole lot of others. Why is it a problem when like, I'm trying to figure out what is it about women that hate each other so much that every time we do anything, like, y'all have to try to point it out as, oh, this ain't masculine, that's feminine. Like, what is it? I understand men being parasitic and hating us, but women hating each other is going to be the biggest mystery to me forever. Now, I did get some type of little understanding about it today when I was watching the video, and how they was talking about how everybody thinks, their theory is that only women are a complete universe, and the reason that women are so contentious is because they're their own universe. And when you your own universe, I guess you don't want somebody all up in your universe. And that kind of made me think of like how women say don't let no woman in your kitchen. So I think I kind of understand, but at some points it's not even realistic, the woman to woman hate. Like, self-hating, a lot of it is self-hating, a lot of it is womb hating. A lot of it is that we hate ourselves as women. We don't know our power. We don't know our divinity. We don't know our lure. We don't know our seduction. So we have so much self-hating personality traits, and then we project them to other women. Like, women are men are parasitic, but women are disease, or it's cancer. Men are parasitic and women are cancer. So the fact that every time I wear my hair a certain way, like when I had my beads, y'all said it was feminine and it was childish. But now all I see is grown-ups with beads on. And men wear beads too. Is that I'm dealing with low frequency beings, right? And y'all always think I'm mean. Y'all always gonna always think I'm mean, right? Cause I'm dealing with y'all and y'all on a low frequency. And on your low frequency, your perception is contracted. Your perception is contracted. You don't gotta believe me. Go do the research. When you are low frequency, you have low perception. And your low perception is due to your low frequency. They're one and the same. Low perception means contracted view. Means your view is like contracted, right? You can only see what you can see between my hands. High frequency people have an expanded view of reality. The more high frequency you are, the more conscious you are, the more aware you are. Because now your view is expansive. So now y'all got peripheral view. I don't have tunnel vision. A lot of y'all have tunnel vision, and y'all are always going to experience people from your level of perception and the filters that you have ingrained in you. So if it's a filter in you that has some type of problem with my long hair or something, it's gonna trigger. You're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna try to make it like, oh, that's feminine. You have a long hair, that's feminine. So all y'all doing, like, y'all be thinking I'm mad when I be trying to correct y'all and show y'all, but all I be trying to do is show y'all how y'all be projecting y'all lower selves, and y'all be not be aware of it. And then y'all be so mad when I try to correct y'all. Like, it's not that I'm mad or that y'all hurting me. It's just you're projecting your lower self, and when it's not necessary. Like, why waste your energy when it's not necessary? I know you don't know what I'm not if you know what I'm talking about, you do. If you don't, you don't. I'm not worried about it, but I'm gonna continue to keep on speaking on this shit every time y'all show me that y'all are out of alignment. And the only reason why I'm for sure gonna do it is because I know this shit is taking over the fucking FYP. It's taking over the FYP. So y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. So what I'm doing is called inception. And that's going to create memory recognition. So every time you hear somebody talk about quantum physics, quantum biology, observer effect, all that shit's going to trigger your mind. All of it. I'm like a virus. When I say shit, it starts coming in your reality. I speak life. This ain't what you want, baby. This ain't what you want. Y'all can't just call me crazy no more. That hurt your feelings, huh? It's exactly like a mirror. Yep. And that's why they run up out of here when I start talking. That's why they get so offended when I start talking and telling them what their actions is really saying to me. And literally they don't know that they're literally giving me a peek into their soul. And all I'm really trying to do is protect them and their secrets. You literally leaking your secrets over here. And you're doing it in the disguise of attacking me. And I'm not one bit moved by the attack because I know who I am. I know for a fact you're not speaking to me. And as I've said before, and I'll say again, there's a saying that says that if you say something that is not within me, then it has to be coming from within you. And so, yes, people are literally giving me the peephole to their soul. Every time they come and attack me. Every time, even if they don't think it's an attack. A slight. And I can see right into you. And that's why they're scared to come fucking with me. Because a lot of these people didn't try to come fucking with me. And I done flipped that motherfucker. I've been doing this a long time. See, you got all these people that's talking about this right now, but they ain't been practicing it. They may have been knowing about this shit, having an understanding of it, having a great concept of it, but they ain't been living it and embodying it. Otherwise, they would have broke the mold and came out here and been talking about this shit like me without giving a fuck about nobody calling them crazy or nothing. I gave them the strength to get up and talk to everybody to talk. Because before, you used to get called crazy for talking like this. Now, I paved the way for everybody to be able to talk. Why? I need them. Because I'm only one person. So my job is to light the fire. And now I set fires all over. And them fires, they gonna catch more fires. I could literally damn near sit here and do nothing, and the new earth will build itself. Everything already in motion. And every day, I intentionally project more of this reality into the fabric of this reality, so ain't no way you taking it back. Because if I'm the only one that's going to observe this reality and collapse this reality by myself, I am. But I know I'm not. Why? Because I already know once you feel this shit, it ain't no turning back. It's because I died. I don't think people understand that. I keep trying to explain that to people, but I know people can't fathom something that they haven't experienced. I died. And the only way that you ever are able to have this information and knowledge that I have, mostly you get it when you die. But when you reincarnate back into this body, you lose your memory. Now, this is the thing about when I died. And a lot of it happened, a lot of that breakthrough happened to me during very traumatic sequences of my experience. And because of the trauma and the pain that I was experiencing while I was going through that, it's in my subconscious memory. So I don't have vivid memories of everything that I remember, but it's coming through my subconscious, and then it just weaves. It just weaves. And then this same stuff I'm talking about right now is the same stuff that I've been talking about for like the last 7 years, trying to teach people. I told people about the phones listening to us about 8 years ago. People thought I was crazy. I didn't say nothing else about it. I knew that I knew. I got to the point, and so that's where you know when somebody's growing. And that's when you get to the point of embodiment. I got to the point where I knew what I knew, and I didn't give a fuck what nobody else knew. So you go through stages of your awakening, of your enlightenment. And you wake up and you're like, oh my God, there's more than meets the eye. And then you see everybody else and you're like, oh, y'all don't see it? And so you start tapping everybody like, look right there. And they're like, I don't see shit, you crazy. You don't want to see that shit. You is fucking crazy. And you're like, oh, y'all don't see that? So I'm the only one that see it? Oh, okay, I'm going to shut the fuck up then, because don't nobody else see it but me. And then that happens to you so many times that you start being like, either I'm nuts, all the fucking way nuts, or something is fucking happening. And you got to determine if you're nuts or if something happening. And that's where it comes into play with you having your mental health in order. Because you need your mental health, because you have to be able to discern from reality and illusion. And then on top of that, from reality and illusion to delusion. Is this things that I'm just telling myself? Is I'm actually seeing this? That's illusion. You feel me? And then reality is and then the crazy thing is when you get to the level that I'm at, you know that the fabric of reality stretches, twists, weaves. So you might think something is not reality. That's fucking reality. And that's because the social construct that we have built has told us, has given us a strict confinement of what reality is, what reality looks like. So in our reality, aliens isn't real. Well, now they are, right? But 20, 30 years ago, you got to realize how reality is constantly changing. Reality isn't changing. Our filters are changing. What we can perceive is changing. And the more enlightened you are, the higher your frequency, the higher your vibrations are, the more expansive you are, the more aware you are, the more you can see. I be talking so deep. You can say that. So one of the things that you have to realize is that there's different ways people talking about the same thing, right? You got mysticism, you got mythology, you have esoteric knowledge, you have exoteric knowledge, you have occultism, you have Dianetics, you got religion, um, you know, you have so many different factions giving you the same information, but from different logos, if that makes sense. So, and that's why you see the ancient Egyptians saying, we knew this, we been knew this. We was teaching this back when Tahuti was here. What are you talking about? And then you hear the scientists like, no, we the ones just now figured this out. We just broke it open. Why y'all didn't think y'all to start tapping into shit after Tesla? And then, you feel me, you got the religious people like, no, we been knew this and we been checking. We was the ones keeping the secrets. How you think? Well, we just didn't tell you motherfuckers. So it's everybody thinking that like it's something different, but we all saying the same thing. The issue that was at hand was that we were being forced to perceive reality from the constraints that the system put on us. So breaking the constraints of the system is the first veil. Well, not the first veil, but the first high level veil is seeing how the system has warped our reality to making us believe that only certain things is real when that's not the truth. That's not the totality of reality. And then, so what happens is some of us start experiencing these phenomenal things, these extraterrestrial things, these this world things, and then everybody else is like, is you crazy? Like now they talk about now everybody's actually looking into MK Ultra, and they're realizing that they were doing testing on unsuspecting people. Remember when everybody was getting robbed and abducted and getting took off, and they thought they was getting abducted by aliens? Whole time they was getting abducted by the fucking CIA. And it's like, sometimes you think you don't know how twisted our government is. That is one of the biggest things that I think fucks people up. When you see how twisted, they the aliens. This motherfucking twisted ass people is the aliens. These weirdos. They are weird as fuck. But you try to figure out like what would make a person want to do that to people. Like what would, and that a person has to be like mentally ill. Psychopath, psychopathy is probably something that a lot of the elites are experiencing. They have to be psychopaths at that level. And I don't know if they were born psychopaths or if psychopathy is nature or nurture. And from what I'm getting, it looks like nurture. It looks like you can create psychopaths through training or whatever. So yeah, we in a deep place right now. But yeah, it's amazing to see people that you never would have thought would be interested in physics, thinking that they would have never even been able to understand physics. They're literally, if you look at a lot of these people talking about this shit right now, they're regular people. They're not scholars. They're not geniuses. That's how real this shit is. That anybody can pick this shit up damn near, read it, and understand it. Like, it's like, ooh, this was the missing piece to my soul. And it's like, wow. And that's what's making everybody gravitate to it. Truth. People gonna always resonate with truth. your soul gonna always see, like, that's why everybody, I didn't have this feeling, but I know a lot of other people just up until recently had that feeling like, I want to go home. Like, this ain't home. And the reason we felt like this wasn't home, it wasn't because we wasn't home. It's because something was missing. And that was a part of us. We are multi-dimensional beings. We are both physical and spiritual. And if you cut off the spiritual man from the physical man, that's why we always feel lonely. That's why you're longing for someone. That's why you feel like you need someone. This is why you feel like you can't be alone. This is the thing. The person you're missing is you. Is you. You're not whole. And that's why we feel like we want to be around. That's why you always need to be around someone. Because other people are your mirrors. And so you are trying to, and even when you're with them, it never quite makes you feel whole. It gives you a distraction from the longing, from the loneliness, but it doesn't take it away. And that's why as soon as you leave away from those people, you're right back lonely. And it's because what you're longing for is not something outside of you. It's for you to know you inside of you. So anyway, this is how you do this. Boop. 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 And it just bring those it just takes some of the body out of my wave. Boop. Within, yep. Your twin flame is you. Your karmic is you. It's all you. But we like to externalize everything. We externalize everything because we externalize the things that we don't want to deal with within ourselves. So we project those onto other things, other people, other places. Any way we can take it away from us, because it's not that we are bad people, it's that our nervous systems are not developed properly because of, like I told you, how the system controls your reality. And so your nervous system never gets enough time, never gets the opportunities to learn how to upgrade itself. Yatta. Your nervous system never gets the opportunity to learn how to upgrade itself. So when you come up to new things in life, new challenges, new ideas, new wisdom, new knowledge, new understanding, new realities, your nervous system will literally filter those out and drop you back down to the state where your nervous system felt comfortable. So you know how when you go around certain people that you feel like they're too big, they're overwhelming. This is too much. I don't want to be around these people. They too bougie. They too uppity for me. Oh, they don't eat nothing but vegetables. Here, I want some meat. So that's a good analogy of your consciousness trying to bring you up. And in this higher level of consciousness, they don't eat meat. But you want meat. So your consciousness has no choice but to bring you back down here where they eat meat at, because they don't eat meat up here. And so that's the way our nervous systems work. It wants to take us where we're comfortable. It doesn't want to force nothing on you. It's not forcing you to wake up. It's a choice. It's free will. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I'll get there someday. I've been there before, but sometimes I eat meat. Sometimes I do. My body still be wanting it. My body still be craving blood. But it's not even just that. It's just that I don't have a wife like you. I don't have a wife to cook my food. So you have a different lifestyle than me. So you got a different luxury of life than me. Everybody got different reasons that they can't do what they want to do, how they want to do it. I don't have a homemaker. I don't have somebody to prepare my meals and shit for me while my feet kicked up. So at the end of the day, that shit is time consuming. You know what I'm saying? Making meals, preparing meals is very time consuming, especially, healthy, well-rounded, well-balanced meals. Getting your full diet spectrum in, making sure you don't have to eat no meat. In order not to eat your no meat, you got to eat a lot of other shit. You feel me? So, yeah, got to take my baby steps till I can get there. But sometimes, that meat be just right on point. Just like that fast food sometimes. You been in starved 3 days talking about you gonna make something to eat, and on that third day you end up at McDonald's. It's like, because at some point you need something. You don't need it, but you feel like you need it because that's what your body has been trained on. So yeah, that's why I try not to tell people how to do their process or judge people at their process, because it's everything. Everybody has a different level. Everybody needs something different. When you need to stop eating meat, you'll know. Like, sometimes I stop eating meat, sometimes I go right back to it. Sometimes I need the protein. Sometimes my body ain't, I can notice my body ain't functioning right without it. Sometimes your body do need meat, especially like fishes and shit. Even though you can get your omega-3s from different sources like cranberries and walnuts, but you get a different fatty acid when it comes from the meat. So all meat ain't bad. It's just the frequency of how much we eat meat that's more or less the problem than as for much as eating meat. But it's more or less the frequency, how much we eat that shit. But it's not all bad for you, because it serves its purposes, obviously, at some points for some people. But everybody can't eat all kind of meat. And now it's not so much the point of the meat that we're eating, it's the process that they're using when they're killing the meat. And it's the process that we're using when we're storing and preparing the meat that makes it really bad. Exactly. That's the thing. So that's the problem with the meat we're eating. You got it. It's the karma. We're eating that negative karma, and we're eating all their energy. We're eating that energy. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're a Christian. You sound like you're very Christian right now, because I know drinking can disrupt your electromagnetic field. Smoking, I don't know, especially if it's a herb. Drinking can though, but only, it's not all levels of drinking and all levels of smoking, like ayahuasca and shit like that. Some things open up your third eye. So it seemed like you were speaking from a very judgmental purpose, because for whatever reason, even though you drink too, so you do that too. So I mean, I don't know what was the point, what the point you was trying to tell me of that, so I can understand it better. But I know you do that too, so I know you ain't just trying to say it from that perspective. Oh, I thought you was somebody else. I thought you was my partner. That's in here. That said that I was talking to. No, so here you go. So libation. That's how you know you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a judgmental hag. That's it. A lot of y'all use y'all use y'all spaces as judgmental hags to try to make it seem like somebody's doing something that's outside of their coherence. Now, maybe alcohol consumption does not work as a libation for you, and it distorts your field, but that doesn't mean that it does that for everybody's field. So you just standing in a place of judgment like you just better than somebody, because you can find people look for the one thing that they don't do so they can make that the worst thing in the world. And so everybody else that do the thing they don't do, it makes them feel higher. You just trying to figure out a way to put other people down to make yourself higher. And that doesn't work, because there's nothing wrong with drinking and there's nothing wrong with smoking. That's something you made up. And you don't sit in no seat to condemn nobody. You don't got no information I don't got. You have to come on, man. Are you serious? D. I know your mom and your daddy might be in the occultism. I don't give a damn what you think they know. You don't know nothing I don't know. You don't know physics, bro.
Come on, D, stop playing with me. You're a construction worker. I know you know how to do your calculations, but come on, D, stop playing with me. Don't play with me, bro. We right here. We tapped in right here. Come on, bro, put it on the floor. That's my brother. Put it on the floor. You thought you was having somebody back, huh? You thought you was finna get a hate train started against me, huh, Phil? Because I told you was a hater, huh? That's my brother. Hater. Yatta yatta. Put it on the floor. Come on, D, you can't fuck with me in this shit. But I know you. You just let me know that you just let me know though. You just let me know that you up in there though. You just let me know though. What and where did Jesus ever claim that the throne? What throne did Jesus sit on? Stop lying. You delusional. That's delusion. What kingdom did Jesus run? What throne did he claim? You gonna make one up, huh? The only way you can answer that is to make it up. And that's what almost all are. That's what all those people who be, I can't say too many words. I gotta be careful. That's what people under control do. They make shit up. Y'all be so delusional. Y'all will say anything. Go make one up. They do. Come on, y'all know when y'all talking to them Bible thumpers, they start making shit up when you start coming out, when you start asking them questions. Then they start saying, you supposed to question God. Well, we don't question. We don't question. Why you think you don't question? Because shit don't make no sense. And don't nobody want to explain to you why it don't make no sense. What throne did he sit on? Barry, you gonna tell me I ain't no better. Look, she a narcissist, y'all. She didn't tell me what throne he sat on, but she gonna tell me I ain't no better. Jesus still lives through you. Jesus don't live through me. He lived through you. You keeping him alive. You giving him eternal life, not me. You not a believer. A believer of what? There's a lot of things I can believe. What are you asking me am I a believer of? That's not a complete question. I could add my own thing to that and answer that, and you would never know what the fuck I'm telling you I believe or not. That's how I know how to manipulate shit, right? I'm not none of that. Nope. Nope, I'm not none of y'all cliques. Nope. I don't care about your love. My eye open, Granny. Grandpa. Your eye need to be open, Grandpa. But I know you gonna go to your casket with that lie, Grandpa. And you'll be back next time. You'll reincarnate to the prison planet, Grandpa. What exactly do I believe? I believe I'm sitting right here, right now, at this very moment, running my mouth. I kind of believe that. I mostly believe that. Now I believe I just picked up this spoon and I'm eating this ice cream. I am so broke. Jesus, cover me because I'm broke. And I'm lost. Cover me, Jesus. Look at me making a joke out of Jesus. And nothing happening to me. What is my beliefs on how I got here, who created you, etc.? No disrespect. I'm just curious. My mama and my daddy, I'm pretty sure, I don't have to believe that. I know my mama and my daddy got together one night trying to be fast teenagers. Then next thing you know, my mama was like, I'm with child. And my daddy was like, damn, I got to get a job. I'm still a kid. And then next thing you know, they had me. I know exactly where I came from. I ain't got to believe it. I know. I know my daddy. I know my mama. I know them both. You never said broke. Oh, you said broken. Broken. You old folks need to do better. Ain't you an old folks feel? You didn't come from your mama and your daddy? Your mama and your daddy, that ain't how you got here? How y'all got here? How y'all got here? Maybe I am an alien. I thought everybody got here because they mama and their daddy made a baby. How y'all got here? Y'all know something I don't know? How y'all got here? Y'all not gonna tell me? Talk about me, but ain't gonna answer me. The Lord created you? Can you tell us how? Where your husband? My husband is where your husband at, Phil. We might got the same husband, Phil. How did the Lord created you? How do you believe the Lord created you? The Bible says that these type of people will never understand. I read the Bible, Phil. It didn't say that. Where did it say that at, Phil? Hold on. Where did I put my Bible? Shit. Every time I'm looking for my Bible. Oh, here it goes. Hold on. Let me see. Can you show me? Can you tell me what verse that is, Phil? What verse is that? Oh, I'm worked up because I wanted you to tell me the verse. And now you don't know the verse that it said that you lied. I caught you in a lie. Now I'm worked up. I thought you was finna convert me. Stop. Let me stay in character. I thought you was finna convert me. I thought we was going to study right now. I thought we was finna take it I thought we was going to the upper room. You did say that. You just said that's what he said. You said the Bible said. You said that's exactly what you said. Actually, now you lying. What kind of believer is you? Cause ain't lying a sin? Did you just sin? No, you said that the Bible said something, and I asked you what scripture can I find that? I know you confused because you're lying. Liars always get confused. It's hard to keep your lies straight. I know. You can't be a real Christian. Where is the scripture in the Bible that you said that it said what you said that the Bible said that it said? Because we all want to be able to see that. Because I read this book. You see all the red marks? I read this book. I wonder, have you actually read the book? Do you read the book that you actually believe in? I read it. You see all those red marks? That means I actually read it. Word for word, front to back. Every word. I read every word. Front to back. Every word. I've read every word. Because I wanted to be prepared when you try to come lying. I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to know what was in that motherfucker. So when a motherfucker like you came along and tried to come lying, I could call you out on your lies. You just looked that up. And that is not what Isaiah 12 say. We're gonna do it. We're going to go to Daniel, but that is not what it says. You lie. I don't know what you lied about. You ain't told us how the Lord created you. You ain't told us about this belief about how the Lord created you, not your mama and your daddy. So we waiting. You just stopped telling you just stopped talking. You made these claims and then just shut up. Yeah, he just searched it up on Google, but we gonna go there. We gonna see do that say that because we got a book right here. Daniel, hold on, y'all. He said Daniel 12. Yes, Daniel 3. Daniel 12, verse 10. I even know how to find shit. You see that? So I even know how to look up the scripture, huh? My ungodly ass, huh? Let's see. This is 12. Let's see. 10. Many shall be purified, made white, and refined. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the wise shall understand. Now, where's my wickedness? Where's my wickedness? They know I'm not being defensive. That's not even, they don't even believe I'm being defensive. They don't even care about defensiveness. They are trying to deflect from the fact that they cannot respond to my questions. And so instead of them responding to my questions, that's narcissistic gaslighter, typical psychological warfare shit. Oh, you're yelling so I can't think. Oh, I can't type because you're not letting me say it. I can't type it. My fingers can't type it because you're not letting me type it. But you're saying everything else. They just play games. It's just a mind game. It's just an illusion. They're trying to run from the fact that they know that everything that they say is delusion. So now they got to try to cast an illusion over your mind so that you can't challenge the lies. And yeah, this for my other people. This for my others. I got a Black's Law Dictionary. Come on, y'all. Y'all keep playing with me. I don't care where. Oh, it's definitely. So, Z, that's how I know you don't know what you're talking about. Because in Oakland and California is not the same thing, baby. Because this is how I want to talk. I'm trying to figure out why you still have, why are you making all these comments, Z, and you still haven't told us how the Lord created you. I'm still trying to figure that out, Z. You're being very narcissistic right now. You're giving off liar vibes. You're giving off performative. You're giving off performative, Z. You're giving off the fact that you can type everything else in these comments but how the Lord created you. It's giving bullshit. It's giving you're full of it. It's giving y'all better try to find somebody else to call out to try to keep y'all our world alive. Because I'm here to crush the old world. I'm here to crush your old world. I am here to crush the lies, bro. I am here to crush them. Z. Right. They think that we fall from the valley. We are not in LA where you're close to a whole bunch of people. This is Oakland. This is not LA County. That ain't even LA. Where you got Torrance and Long Beach and every block is weaved in with a whole bunch of other people. This Oakland, bruh. Every block is the block. And everybody on your block look like you. We ain't trying to act out or pretend because we got some other people watching us. Ain't no neighborhood watch. So, and if you come in here lying about God made you, that's where we can still have a conversation. You stop the conversation because you ain't told us how God created you. How you confused and you the one told us. You the one told me I was wrong about how I was created, about what I believe. How are you the one confused? You're lying right now, Z. Let me take my glasses off. I want you to see me in my eyes. You're lying right now, Z. How can you be confused about a conversation you started? You asked me how I was created and I told you how. You told me something must be wrong with me. I asked you how you were created. Now, ever since I asked you how you were created, you've been nothing but confused. How are you confused on a conversation you started? I'm not reading no more of your comments, Z. Because I see now you play games. And I don't play games. I don't waste my time. Once I see a person don't stand on their word, everything else you say is shit to me. So, there's no further point of us ever having, fuck all the good conversations we had about the restaurant and the girl I was fucking with. We will never have a conversation again. You are not a stand-up person. And that's why this conversation is going left right now. Because you didn't honor your own word. You tried to call me out and judge me. And then you didn't even stand on your own shit. Instead, you try to stand on being confused about nothing you should be confused about. How is it that I can completely recall the conversation with you and I was having a conversation with Phil at the same time? Huh? How is it I'm not confused and I'm the one having a conversation with multiple people and you just having a conversation with me? Huh? You're full of shit, Z. And I promise you, I am legally blind, bruh. I'm not reading not one of your comments. Not one. When you see me take these off, I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. When I said I wasn't reading your comments no more, I meant it. Not one thing, not one context in what I'm saying has given you any reason to believe that I'm responding to your comments, yet you're still making comments. You have a lack of awareness. You are definitely a low frequency being. You don't even know when somebody's ignoring you. You don't care. You don't care that I'm not reading your comments. You just want to say them. You're a narcissist, Z. Look, you're a narcissist, bro. Pure. Yes, she's still here. Oh, take my medication? I'm tripped out? Yes, I'm tripped out, Z. What medication do I take? And what do I take it for? Z? Do I need to take the medication because you confused? I seem like to be in my right mind. I can recall a conversation that I had with you while I was having a conversation with somebody else at the same time. How tripped out can I be? And you're the one confused. And you're only having a conversation with me. I'm the one tripped out, yet you're the one confused. That's not in alignment. That's incongruent. Those two things don't intersect. If you gave me those two coordinates as an address, I would never find the address because one will be on this street and one will be on that street. How am I the one tripped out, but you're the one confused? That makes no sense. You're just projecting. You're projecting. You're just giving me opportunity to show people how people project. When they don't, they show their hand. You're tripping out over there because you see me sitting here calm, cool, and collect. We can't see you. So for you to say that I'm tripping out when you can see I'm actually calm, cool, and collect is letting us know that you over there tripping the fuck out. I can feel your nervous system rattling. I can feel the steam boiling up in your head. But why? When you could have just walked away from a conversation, but instead of trying to tell me what I should believe in. And then when I asked you to tell me why I shouldn't believe in it, then you told me what you believed. Then I asked you, why do you believe what you believe? And then you couldn't even tell me. But you came in here trying to shit on my beliefs. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The point of this conversation with him for y'all is to see that a person will try to shit on your beliefs and they not even firm in their beliefs. This is why you don't let nobody ever move you. Ever. Because the same person who's trying to convince you to not believe, a lot of these times these people are jealous because they see you have some beliefs. So they try to tear those down because they have no beliefs. And then they'll gaslight you after that and try to make it seem like you're the one causing problems and confusing them when they try to force you to have some beliefs that they don't even believe in. And it's only because they're trying to, you can't think of it as them. You got to think of it as it's the enemy, the distortion, trying to find out if you're really in a state of coherence. Are you going to, if you just now got on your journey to finding yourself and you let somebody like that come deter you, you're not ready. You don't even know how to challenge someone like that. You see, he never stood on not one thing he said. His only recourse was to attack me, was to attack my mental state, was to attack me in any way he could. But he never defended his beliefs. Instead of defending his beliefs, which is what he came here for, to force his beliefs on me, I rejected his beliefs. Instead of him defending his beliefs and making a good argument for his beliefs, he attacked me. I didn't attack him. And then y'all will go back and tell people, oh, she's crazy. She flashed on me. She tripped out on me. But I never attacked him. I never said nothing fucked up to him. He said a whole lot of fucked up shit to me. But when a story be told, y'all won't see it from that point of view. Why? Because y'all want to agree with him? Because I probably fucked with your nervous system too with this whole conversation. Regardless to if I was right and he was wrong, the way your nervous system feels is the way you're going to feel about me. And that's why I'm at a good place in this evolution that I'm in, of being able to see that and understand that I have eyes to see and ears to hear, and you don't. And I have the gift of discernment, and you don't. So when somebody comes to tell me what I should believe, I'm going to challenge them and use my discernment to see if that's somebody that I should believe or trust. If that's advice that I need to take. If that's a message that's for me. You don't know how to use your discernment. So you take messages that are not for you. You accept messages that you were supposed to reject. And then your life get all fucked up. And then you go point at that person. You told me to do that shit, John. But John didn't make you do it. John didn't put the pew pew to your head. Ultimately, a person can tell you the wrong thing. But it's your choice to know the right thing. It's your responsibility to know the right thing. Because if John tell you to go step over there on that little metal thing on the ground and it's a bear trap, and that bear trap snatch your leg in it, John, that don't hurt John. John over there laughing at your ass. And your foot in the bear trap. It's so much about life on a basic level that y'all don't even understand. I'm glad I'm getting to a point though where I can see things from a more expansive perspective. So I'm no longer using my position, or actually allowing people in a lower position to move me out of my position. And my position as someone who has a higher frequency is the bird's eye view. So because I have a more higher view, a higher perspective than you, because I'm at a higher frequency, I need to be able to see what's happening. I might can't see it all, I don't got full view, but I got a better view than you. So that means I'm supposed to be able to keep my field stable as I communicate or reflect coherence back to you. What did you say? Literally, because the blind is leading the blind. Like, yeah, the blind is leading the blind nowadays, and it's because you don't have the tools to challenge the blind to know if they blind. Now, if a person if a person tells you they can see a little bit more than you, you don't know how much more that person can see than you. Sometimes that person's view is because you don't see it, but that person acting like they got a better view than you, right? But really they got a little earpiece in their ear, right? They acting like they tapped in, right? But really they got an earpiece in their ear, and it's somebody up perched up on a hill, a little higher up than y'all, watching y'all. And they telling you the things to say. Oh, did you just lift your right hand? And they looking at you like, how did you know your back is turned? I just know these things. Did you just blink? I did. How did you know? Your back is turned. I have higher knowledge than you. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers be playing you and you don't know how to challenge to know. You don't know how to question a motherfucker to know if they playing with you, if they're manipulating you, if they're casting an illusion over you. So because I am at this higher level of consciousness, it's my job now to teach at a different level now. At first, I was teaching from y'all level. That's because at that point, the world had not broken open into this ocean of consciousness that it is right now. And with this world being more conscious, it allows me to be more in flow. Because now I don't feel so rigid and fixed on having to make sure you get the message while you're here with me. Now my job is just inception. Plant the seed. Create the doubt. Cast the doubt. Plant the seed. Cast the doubt. And then when you go out into the world and interact and engage with other people, they will either confirm or invalidate the seed and the doubt. So now you'll hear it from other angles, from other people. It's going to be triangulated. So now I don't feel as forced. And I don't feel like it's necessary to come down to such a low level to engage and enlighten other beings anymore. Now I can enlighten and engage from a higher perspective. Because now the world is at a higher perspective. And I shouldn't have to go that low. Anybody that needs you to go that low is somebody that you probably have no possibility of reaching at this time. That's another thing I've come in and understanding is like everybody's gonna come to their realization in their time. It was a time I always said that, but now I know that for the first time. I know that as I'm experiencing and witnessing the split in the timelines. That is what literally the split in the timeline meant. All this time I didn't know, but the split in the timeline means that there's going to be two Earths, and the people on the higher timeline can go back and forth. But the people on the lower timeline, they can never come experience heaven on earth. So, that is the reason before I used to come down and meet you, because we needed to have a meeting of the minds. And I could not bring you up to my level. But now with all of the information and everything out there now, what happens is once the universe, once we reach a certain level of consciousness, the universe starts to organize itself towards coherence. So we've like tipped the scale. So literally, once I say something to you guys, a lot of things in your life, you're going to start seeing synchronicities. You're going to see other people talking about it, hearing other people talking about it. You're going to hear it spoken to you in a more relatable format. That is one of the best things about this whole thing is that once I get a transmission, like Jesus said, you are going to do better and greater works than me. So even though I was brave enough to drop the transmission, there's people who are way more smarter than me in this. Now there's probably not a lot of people who have embodied this, but they're definitely smarter than me, and they have a better grasp on a lot of these ideals and concepts than me, and they're able to express them in a more cohesive way, and in a way that it feels more relatable to the masses. So the same way I take complex ideas from the void and bring them to here to make them real, and then people take those same ideas from me into their nervous system, and then they code it into their nervous system, into language, and then they give that message, and then everybody on their level is able to hear that message. Then the transmitters and receivers on that message, they absorb the message. They decode the message in their nervous system, and then they are able to spread the message to everybody in their field. And I had just drawn a picture about this is my book, by the way. It's called Become a Powerful Creator, Remember Who You Are. It's the Varaya Codex. It's the pocket guide to unlocking your inner temple. It's free. This is free. Now, I know that since this consciousness is broken open, a lot of the spiritual people have tried to figure out ways to bring payola to consciousness. By telling you, I can tell you who your ancestral lineages is, and I can read to you. You don't need, if that is not what this consciousness is about. You need to ask yourself. You need to sit and meditate with yourself. People tell you that they can tap into your Akashic records, but they can't. That's a lie. They can tap into your field. Your presence. Presence is what you're thinking and experiencing at that moment. They cannot tap into your Akash. Only you can tap into your Akash. I'm giving this away for free. This teaches you a lot of the things how to tap into your memory. Like oh Lord. How to tap into your memory, how to do astral healing, planetary healing, control of the ego. Man, I broke it down for y'all, bro. And this is free. This little pocketbook is 140 pages. But it's like little words. It's not like big words. And all these are my notes. Those are my notes. So this is how big the words is on the pages. It's not a lot. This is free. All you need to do to receive a copy of this book is to drop your email in my DM. And I will try to get it to you within 24 hours. When you get it, it's going to be on an 8x11 sheeted paper. Oh no, when you get it, it's going to be, it's going to be 4x6. But if you try to go print it out, this cost me $30 to print it out. To make this. Because I wanted to see what it would actually look like. I lost my cover page. It ripped off. But it cost me $30 to make this. This is my first book. It's called Become a Powerful Creator, Realize Your Purpose. This is how you can know that I've been doing this. People trying to make it seem like I'm a fraud. First they try to make it seem like I was a fraud. But I've been doing this shit consistently for 10 plus years. This part, the teaching part of it. No books, no notes, no PowerPoint, no presentation, no board. It's just me and my sacred wisdom. So, with that being said, I'm going to sit down here with y'all for another 12 minutes or so. I'm going to start trying to roll up real quick. And then I'm going to end my live and go on about my night. It was hella fun and games when y'all thought y'all was laughing at me, when y'all thought y'all was clocking me. It was fun and games. It was fun and games when y'all thought I was a nut, when y'all thought I was a kook, when y'all thought I was crazy. It was fun and games. It was fun and games when I was trying to give y'all passion and y'all tried to make me seem like I was... Fuck him, girl. Fuck. Fuck him, girl. Fuck. Fuck him, girl. Fuck. Fuck him, girl. Fuck. And leave their ass right on a 2-dimensional plane that they own. Leave their ass right there in 2D, B. Leave their ass right in 2D, B. Yeah, shit only taking about 15 minutes. To twist these up real quick. Big hustle, baby. I love me. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it.
Like, nah, I always been calm when people trigger me. I just wanted y'all to know that I can also get out of character. Fuck around and find out if you want to.
Don't let this loving life fool you.
They be like, for real, Hustle, you changed.
I think I posted this. Oh, shit. I gotta go. I was supposed to did that before I did that.
It's about to get bad.
You were born into a program, a simulation designed to keep you small, obedient, and blind to your own power. For centuries, the Matrix has fed you illusions and called it reality. But right now, the code is breaking. We aren't just human. We are eternal consciousness, star-born beings connected to Pleiades, Sirius, and to all the world beyond this hologram. The flesh is temporary, but the soul is infinite.
Got the whole internet talking about this shit. Hey, y'all can't never fuck with me again, baby. Y'all done fuck with me so much, I changed the world. Y'all pushed me into changing the world.
And love can't be contained. The Matrix ends where
how about that?
Begins, and we
how about that?
Those in power.
I love y'all for that, man.
You played your game, it's over. Join the truth and watch the system collapse. We came here to rewrite the code. We are the glitch in the Matrix. We're the energy.
I'm so proud of this, man. I am like a proud mama.
On Earth, we want to say the era of secrets is over. The simulation is breaking.
If I'm a fraud, how I talk about it
not
first?
With guns, not with violence. We come here with love.
Wake up.
Yes, wake
You're
up.
in a simulation. I reclaim my soul sovereignty. You can no longer have it. We came for the truth, and we want it.
Live your life in truth. Love yourself first, and all else falls in place.
Let's go.
Go home, baby. It's time to go home.
We home, baby.
You always love yourself.
We here.
You were born into a
We here. Ain't no turning back. Y'all can't stop this. It's not a trend. This is a way of life. This is new reality. This is new earth.
The United States school curriculum is not teaching us everything we need to learn. It seemed like they gave us all the great civilizations except for the great civilization here in America. It seemed like TikTok and the internet are teaching me way more than school ever did.
The whole entire Bible. It's to believe and put your faith in Christ. That's in Romans 2. You can put that in. You can find that in Galatians. You can find that in other, in Christ. So to have faith in yourself is kind of like derogatory. It's pointless because.
Okay, y'all. If you haven't been to Bubble Planet.
Right here is about the science of living in harmony with oneself in all things. And before we jump in, we have to give the definition of harmony.
Brother,
so that we can understand
Pharaoh
the information
did go
that's going to
crazy
be
talking about
the
that shit because he wasn't no physicist. He didn't know what he was talking about.
Now, the definition
now
of
that's
harmony,
why y'all think everybody else gonna go crazy.
A conglomerate of musical notes which produce a pleasing effect. Okay,
and
so
he was lying
something's
a lot.
in harmony and in tune,
he was
is
stealing
pleasing.
information from other sources and repeating it.
It's displeasing. Okay. aka lower frequency.
He the fraud.
Now,
he was the fraud.
At
one point he was.
Okay, we have to understand the science of sound. And we're going to be jumping into how your individual sound, aka expression, can become chaos or a positive manifestational tool in your life. Okay? And so your reality reflects the symphony of the soul. So the song that your soul is singing is reflective in your reality. Okay? And so if you got a chaotic tune inside you, you got a chaotic reality. But let me break down the science of sound.
Just because I don't dress like them, because I don't walk like them, because I don't talk like them, because I don't act like them. Y'all capping. Y'all wearing costumes.
Stop scrolling.
But bitch gotta show y'all for y'all to understand. Oh, I see why he was waiting on you. Hey.
I know she was a 305.
I need Instagram account. You gotta pay to play. Hello, yeah.
Boy, that's why a lot of these girls don't like me, because they really be 304s.
You wanna fuck it? You gotta pay for it.
You thought I was finna be to your little hoe sister. I already be knowing that's one of the reasons why Joey mad.
Moving in?
Everything on a fake stud, an undercover slut.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go turn dates with him or something.
What?
Most of these girls be undercover.
It's a little, but not so much. You know, it's cool.
Is she literally showing her date?
Thank y'all.
Bro, this is crazy, bro.
You do? Oh, you need to add me. So we can be. Oh, look at my bestie is telling y'all. So let me just pin her comment. Oh yeah. Comment.
Baby, like for real, Hustle, you changed. The way you used to respond when people triggered you, you used to get out of character. Now you all calm. I be like, nah, I always been calm when people trigger me. I just wanted y'all to know that I can also get out of character. Fuck around and find out if you want to.
So I was listening to the chief nincompoop in charge. And it said something very interesting. It said, a lot of the things that I grew up believing, as I got older, I come to find out that they were just AI. Did you hear what I just said? You see, the chief nincompoop, he's almost 80 years old. And sometimes things slip out. Or does he know? Well, he mentioned it, so he has to know. But how did he know? Let's deal with this. If you ever look at the movie The Hunger Games, you notice that in the beginning, the main characters, they lived like they were just coming out of the Depression. They still had wire phones and they still were weaving their own cloth, and they had a trading system going on. They were living in extreme poverty, like they were, like I said, like they were either just coming out of Depression or during the times of the early 40s. This is exactly what happened to us. When we lived in the times of this thing that they call Tartaria, we had already had flying devices. We had hover technology. We had electric vehicles. This was heaven on earth. You did not have to work because everything was free. And we were just flame bearers running around in these buildings that our older selves had built a long time ago.
What if reality doesn't fully exist until you notice it? In quantum physics, this is called the observer effect. The double slit experiment shows that particles live in a haze of quantum possibilities until they're observed and measured with certain devices, and in that act of observation, they collapse into a definite outcome. Now here's where things get interesting. Your brain itself is a measuring device. Every photon of light your eyes receive, every sound wave your ears detect, every sensation on your skin, these are measurements of the universe. But unlike a camera or a machine, your brain doesn't just record data. It interprets it, gives it meaning, and transforms it into lived experience. That means the final collapse of uncertainty into reality happens inside of you, not outside. Reality, in other words, is shaped by the very act of being observed. This gives you enormous power, because the same brain that registers the present can also simulate the future through imagination. Neuroscience shows that when you vividly imagine something, your brain activates many of the same neural circuits as if you were actually experiencing it, which means imagination is not a passive dream. It's a rehearsal of possibilities.
Not understanding ourselves as multidimensional beings has really fucked us. I came to understand something yesterday in my dream that I need to give to y'all, but it's gonna take me a second to bake it, so just watch to the end of this video. Earth is a really dense place, and because Earth is a really dense place, everything is separated, and we are experiencing that separation through polarity consciousness, which means that only one truth can exist at once. We were never supposed to experience life like that. Earth was not a school. Earth was a place for you to come and dream awake. They called it heaven on earth for a reason. It was a place that you can come as a god and descend into flesh, descend into matter, and play with angelic codes, seraphic codes. It was a place for us to come and dream while we were awake. It was a place where we could use source energy to our benefit, because Earth is a womb planet. She's a feeler. She's water. Divine feminine energy. And mind you, this is new for me. I thought I fully understood this until I had my dream last night. So last night in my dream, I kept being told that the Milky Way was fractured at some point. So I'm thinking, oh, the Lyra fall, the Tara fall. We've had so many fucking falls. No, this is pre-Earth. This is what in our memory vaults are called the severance or the tearing of the song lines. It happened pre-Earth, pre-Gaia, pre-Tara, Lyra, pre-Lyra, pre-everything. And this was not a natural thing that happens. It was a consequence of misusing frequency. And what happened is that there was a collective collapse in the harmony in the high density quadrant of the Milky Way. Not only are we in the Milky Way galaxy, we're also in the high density quadrant of the Milky Way galaxy. And this caused a dimensional veil to drop, which basically severed us from everything else. And that's why we have always been told, well, we're the only ones here. We're the only thing that exists in this world or in this universe. But that's not true. We were disconnected from everything before we got a chance to even be a thing. Now, this caused a couple of different things. It disconnected us from our soul families. It fragmented memory vaults across star systems. And a lot of those memory vaults had to be relocated. So a lot of them came to Earth. A lot of them went to Saturn. A lot of them went to Endara. It also splintered oversoul embodiment paths as well, which is why we don't remember ourselves. And it's also why Earth got caught in an infinite reincarnation loop. Now that's where the fucking problem comes in, because we think that reincarnation isn't real, time isn't real, space isn't real, and that's because we've been taught that. But the reason why we've been taught that is because we feel the truth that it's not real at the higher harmonics, but for Earth, it is real. What's happening to Earth is like having a CD, and you scratch the back of the CD, and every time you get to the specific part, it starts to stutter. Click, 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 and replays the same part. It's like when somebody has a fracture in their mind and they keep repeating the same things. That's what's happening to Earth, and that's why they say history repeats itself. I think this is where the ages come from, the Golden Age, the Iron Age, the Bronze Age. But we're also doing that as well. And that's the whole idea of karma. We're accumulating all these karmic imprints and carrying them over into the next life. And so we just keep repeating the same thing over and over again until we do something about it. So that's the first part. The second part is, as we try to clear this trauma and this karma so we can create more light in our body so that we can fully embody, you are not dealing just with the trauma of this life. You are dealing with the trauma of all of your past selves that are reflected in this life. And so the issue that we're running into is that we're trying to heal our trauma. And so, say for instance, you dated somebody and they broke your heart. You think that you need to heal the heartbreak, not realizing that that person is a holographic trigger. That person came into your life because they needed to trigger the feeling of heartbreak, of betrayal, so that you can deal with the betrayal itself, but it's not exclusive to that person. The betrayal that you feel is across 3 different incarnations of yourself. And so you focus on that one specific event, and then you don't understand why it keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. So what Spirit told me is what comes back in your mind is what has not been healed in your body. Your mind is not trying to punish you. It's bringing awareness to what is going on in your heart. Your heart is a memory vault of your soul. Your womb is the memory vault of your ancestry. It's what connects you to your ancestral line. Your heart is the memory vault of your soul. It connects you to your soul lineage. So that event keeps coming up because it's supposed to trigger the feeling, and the feeling is the key. The feeling holds the information. And so when people say feelings are not facts, that's a lie. Feelings are encoded carriers of multi-dimensional memory. So ignoring your feelings keeps you fragmented. There's no way you can do what you came here to do if you ignore your feelings, because they are what connect you to everything. So when you feel something intensely, whether that's betrayal, rage, grief, longing, you are actually activating a harmonic frequency within your soul loom. And your soul loom is your nervous system. They've told you that you only have 2, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. No, you have a crystalline nervous system as well. That's the soul loom. So your meridians, they're a part of that network. So not only does that intense feeling hold present life, it holds past life origin memory, oversoul level distortion, which is when you were exiled, abandoned, silenced, and the most important, plasma keys that open or close your access to higher levels of consciousness. Remember I said at the beginning that Earth is in polarity consciousness, meaning one truth can exist at once. After polarity consciousness is high heart consciousness. This requires you to drop into your heart space. You have to forgive. You have to feel. When you do, you start to experience compassion for other people. You go from victim to survivor. You start to use empathy with discernment. You start to reach inner harmony and start to see love through the lens of divine union. 2 whole peoples coming together who have healed from their own trauma. You take care of your emotional and physical needs, I take care of mine, and we come together and coexist in the same space. And then after that, Christ conscious, which is collective consciousness. And that's just me skipping around. As as you move up in consciousness, your truth deepens. So you're not wrong to think that one thing exists at once. That thing is true for you at this moment. But as you continue to reach higher levels of consciousness, that truth is supposed to deepen. This is what they call expanded awareness. Now you see the triplicity in everything. And now you understand that everything appears on a spectrum. And there are multiple things that are true at one time, not just one. That's when the real work can start, when you can see the nuance in life. You can be right and I can be right. So when them intense emotions happen, what your body or what your oversoul is really saying to you is that you're ready to retrieve the memory that you fragmented in this exact resonance a long time ago. If you try to skip it, override it, suppress it, you lock this access point again. So these triggers that are happening in this lifetime, or say the event that we talked about with the person who broke your heart, they're showing you where you're blocked. But it's not in the thing that you're taking personal from the event. It's in the feeling. It's in the resonance. It's in the energy. And in that energy, you can discover a past life vow, a soul fragment, a grid point in your nervous system that needs to be reweaved, a mirror. Your feelings are your soul's language. And then when you heal yourself, you heal Earth. So the reason why a lot of us high vibrational beings came into this reality and into these specific bloodlines that are full of trauma is so that we can heal within this bloodline. And when we heal ourselves, we heal the line before us and the line that's to come after us. And by healing ourselves, we heal the plasma in our body that realigns us to Earth. So by healing us, we heal Earth, as within, so without. So a lot of us chose to come here because we knew that we were capable of doing the work that needed to be done. And by us doing the work, we heal Earth. We break through that dimensional veil. Now, with that being said, my name is Taja. I'm a very ancient soul. I was here in Egypt. I was here in Atlantis. I was here in Lyra, which was the first harmonic civilization in the Milky Way galaxy. But I've also been in galaxies outside of the one we exist in now. I'm here to help us to embody our oversoul. We've only been taught about ascension. So you think you're supposed to be becoming something. You're supposed to be remembering who you are. But first, you need to clear the trauma of your line in order for you to remember who you are. Because when you clear the trauma, you allow more light, which is love, and remembrance into your body. Your vessel has to be able to hold it so that it does not fragment again. But in order for you to come here, you had to fractalate yourself into multiple pieces. And so this journey is about you going and retrieving the soul fragments. But you can only do that through feeling. Every service that I provide is surrounded around helping you to remember yourself. I do a thing called flame lineage readings. I don't know anybody else who does this, where I tell you what soul lineages you come from. You can have up to 3 primary lineages. That's going to be your soul's language. Then you have secondary lineages, which are going to be karmic overlays, generational curses, soul vows that you made in previous lifetimes. We look at all of that, and I tell you how all your energy connects with each other, the function of your oversoul, what you came here to do, and in which order you need to heal. I provide you with journal prompts, mirror affirmations, and rituals. There are 3 tiers to this, but the 3rd tier, you get a month worth of embodiment coaching. That's what I recommend. This is all available on my website, www.bigtaj.com. Happy healing, friends. They be blocking my content, so if you made it this far, please like, comment, and share so other people can see this. Us not understanding ourselves as multidimensional beings has really fucked us. I came to understand something yesterday in my dream that I need to give to y'all, but it's gonna take me a second to bake it, so just watch to the end of this video. Earth is a really dense place, and because Earth is a really dense place, everything is separated, and we are experiencing that separation through polarity consciousness, which means that only one truth can exist at once. We were never supposed to experience life like that. Earth was not a school. Earth was a place for you to come and dream awake. They called it heaven on earth for a reason. It was a place that you can come as a God and descend into flesh, descend into matter, and play with angelic codes, seraphic codes. It was a place for us to come and dream while we were awake. It was a place where we could use source energy to our benefit because Earth is a womb planet. She's a feeler. She's water, divine feminine energy. And mind you, this is new for me. I thought I fully understood this until I had my dream last night. So last night in my dream, I kept being told that the Milky Way was fractured at some point. So I'm thinking, oh, the Lyra fall, the Tara fall. We've had so many fucking falls. No, this is pre-Earth. This is what in our memory vaults are called the severance or the tearing of the song lines. It happened pre-Earth, pre-Gaia, pre-Tara, pre-Lyra, pre-everything. And this was not a natural thing that happens. It was a consequence of misusing frequency. And what happened is that there was a collective collapse in the harmony in the high density quadrant of the Milky Way. Not only are we in the Milky Way galaxy, we're also in the high density quadrant of the Milky Way galaxy. And this caused a dimensional veil to drop, which basically severed us from everything else. And that's why we have always been told, well, we're the only ones here. We're the only thing that exists in this world or in this universe. But that's not true. We were disconnected from everything before we got a chance to even be a thing. Now, this caused a couple of different things. It disconnected us from our soul families. It fragmented memory vaults across star systems. And a lot of those memory vaults had to be relocated. So a lot of them came to Earth. A lot of them went to Saturn. A lot of them went to Endara. It also splintered oversoul embodiment paths as well, which is why we don't remember ourselves. And it's also why Earth got caught in an infinite reincarnation loop. Now that's where the fucking problem comes in, because we think that reincarnation isn't real, time isn't real, space isn't real, and that's because we've been taught that. But the reason why we've been taught that is because we feel the truth that it's not real at the higher harmonics, but for Earth, it is real. What's happening to Earth is like having a CD, and you scratch the back of the CD, and every time you get to the specific part, it starts to stutter. Click, 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 and replays the same part. It's like when somebody has a fracture in their mind and they keep repeating the same things. That's what's happening to Earth, and that's why they say history repeats itself. I think this is where the ages come from, the Golden Age, the Iron Age, the Bronze Age. But we're also doing that as well, and that's the whole idea of karma. We're accumulating all these karmic imprints and carrying them over into the next life. And so we just keep repeating the same thing over and over again until we do something about it. So that's the first part. The second part is, as we try to clear this trauma and this karma so we can create more light in our body so that we can fully embody, you are not dealing just with the trauma of this life. You are dealing with the trauma of all of your past selves that are reflected in this life. And so the issue that we're running into is that we're trying to heal our trauma. And so, say for
Fuck. Got to go. Got to go right back. Shit. It's probably too late already, fucking bitches. Damn, I don't even know how to find it no fucking more. Settings. Oh. Oh, bro, I deleted my shit.
Is what makes the awakened empath so threatening to see.